in the background.
What's good, everybody? What's good, all my Lions fans? It's your boy 313 J-Mo here to have some Detroit sports talk with you guys, just to talk about a few things that's going on, because there's always something going on with Detroit sports, whether it's the Pistons, the Lions, the Tigers, or the Red Wings, man. So we gonna get into it today. I got my boy OMG as Lions Talk with me. What's good, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? How you feel?
I'm good. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys like your video, like the video on the way in. So first, man, we do have probably some other people joining us later on, but we just gonna get the show started. First, man, we got to talk about my boy Sekous. My boy Sekous, them boy is looking like a dog. He's looking like a beast, and I wanted to talk about what this man is doing. Like, all right, everyone watching, bear with me for a few seconds. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show y'all what Sekous did. And look, now he's speaking in French, but this is what he's saying. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and I just got to show y'all what Sekous did, man. This is Detroit Sports Talk, man. Look, I'm about to show y'all because like this dude out here, Sekous out here being mean to people, and I love it, man. Let me see. Let me go back to it. Let me go back to it, man. I just want y'all to watch this with me. Watch it. Like the whole time on the ticker, he talking. Hold up. He called him soft. Y'all see below the ticker, that's what he's saying. But look, I gotta freeze frame this part, dog, because like this, like look at his face. If I can freeze frame it right, look at that face. That's the boy you scrub. If you don't get out my face, if you don't get out my existence right now, bro. That face, bro. That's that stop playing with me.
Yeah,
face.
that's sort of animal side, in which you don't see from a lot. You don't see that from a lot of foreign players, but he got that animal.
You see that face he gave? He looked at him like, "Boy, you must be crazy to be living trying to play me on this basketball court." And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video. Devin99 says he tried to rip his arm off. Hey, no, he just spent on him, dude. Couldn't handle it. Well, no, this is what he said to him. He said, look, here, this is not for kids. And then he said, get away. I don't want to see you no more. Don't defend me no more. And then he called him soft and said, this is not for kids. Look, Sekous ain't not playing around with these people.
Nah.
I just got to say, man, what you think about that, OMG?
Man, he looks serious. I just like the fact that he intense. I like the fact that like a person can come from overseas and they don't come with that, oh, I'm so humble attitude, and they get broke in and they see, because the NBA is for real. Okay, there's some G's out there in the NBA, and they ain't playing no games. And it's good to know that he with them, that he got that attitude and he there already. He gonna meet you. So I like that.
Man, like that face, bro. I just laugh when I like. And we've seen a lot of things from Sekous. He's been out there being dominant, working on his body, getting in a prime shape, because Sekous is one of the guys. He was 6'8", 6'9", coming to the league. He was already 240 pounds. So he was already 240. So, and he was kind of out of shape at 240. So he had to really get in shape. And we saw him. He was tired there a lot on the court sometimes. So, man, this dude's gonna be a beast. I keep trying to tell y'all, this dude's an athletic freak. He can dribble, he can shoot, he can pass. It ain't nothing he can't do. When we talk to the G League players and ask them, first thing they say, Sekous is the truth. The man can't compare this man to LeBron, and that's too much. You can't be comparing people to LeBron.
Maybe more like Siakam.
No, he's maybe like he compared him to LeBron because he can play every position.
Yeah, pump your brakes on that one. He might have to pump his brakes on that one. Right.
But look, man, before we move on to the next topic, I just got to show y'all that face one more time. Because like this face is just the face of like, I am not the one to mess with out here. Like, hold up. I don't know why I was doing that. I got to go back and show y'all. Like, that's the face, bro. Like, don't ever speak to me again. Look at the face. Like, leave. Leave the gym. Look at him. Leave. You soft. You
I like
garbage.
that. I like that. I like that. I like to see that
Look at him,
dog in him.
You know, like, and then the dude just standing there looking stupid. He like,
Right.
bro, this not for kids, bro. What you doing here?
Right. I
He
like
said, this
that,
not for kids.
man.
What you doing here, bro?
I like
What you
that.
doing here?
I
That's
like
a
that. I
dog right
love
there,
that.
man.
I love
Like,
that.
people need to learn, man. That is a dog right there.
Right, right. I'm tired of seeing guys who got skills and they could be assertive when they come from overseas, but they come over from overseas and they just be reluctant. They be kind of hesitant. That there's no hesitation in that man's face. Okay, the way he looking like, come on, I dare you, jump.
See now, right? He said he kicked him out the jet right there. And look, this is the thing. So OMG, he told me he's not that brushed up on the Pistons. So I'm gonna tell him you didn't see the play. I'm gonna try to find the play as we talk. But he dunked on Tristan Thompson something ferocious. Like, and when I saw that, that's when I was like, oh no, he different.
Right,
Like,
right.
and like he see the thing was it wasn't like it was the greatest dunk in the world. It was the fact that he was like, I'm coming down the court, I'm about to dunk on you, bro. And then he did it.
Right,
So
right.
it's just like he just came down the court with that mentality to kill. Man, Sekous is special. I keep trying to tell y'all this guy's is gonna be special, and we got one with this guy, and he has better rookie stats than Giannis and Siakam's rookie years, and he's gonna be special. And he's way younger than Siakam, youngest player in the NBA. Siakam came in the league was already in his 20s. So
Right,
this
right.
guy is real special. He said Micah's game and takeover says that boy needs some milk. Man,
he needs some.
He sent that man to the infirmary. But look, y'all, we gonna move on. But I had to talk about the fact that Sekous, excuse my French, disclaimer, I'm about to curse for any kids listening. He's a motherfucking dog.
Right,
This dude is not no scrub out here. He's a dog. Like, this dude is out to kill. Like, I just believe, and that's why I believe in him. Like, look, all right, y'all, I'm gonna move on, but I gotta show y'all one more time. Because I don't think y'all understand. Like, this is what a dog look like. This is what a dog look like.
That's the appreciation of getting a dude from overseas that got that dog in him.
Like, this is what a dog look like. He straight up telling him. He like, bruh, you a scrub. That's what he's saying. This ain't for kids, bro.
Man, he hyperextended that dude elbow. He took his arm with him when he spawned, though. You see that? Look at him.
I'm just telling you, bro. Sekous different. And I saw that in him when he dunked on Tristan Thompson, like something fierce. Like he dunked on him like he was talking about his mama, dog. I'm like, why you do that to that man? And we done seen him play great. It's just we got somebody to believe in, a nice young cat, 6'8", extremely athletic, got all the basketball skills in the world. Of course, he has things to work on. He's the youngest player in the NBA. I love saying that just because I can't believe it.
Right.
But he has things to work on. But this dude a beast already. I'm telling y'all.
One more thing to say. That dude gonna need biofreeze and then his arm wrapped.
Man, look, I'm just saying, like, and I've said be patient with him. Give Sekous 2 years. I'm telling you, year 3 and 4, this dude's gonna be a nightmare. I'm telling you. Give him 2 years, he's gonna be a nightmare once he polish up them skills. But we gonna move on, man. It's this Detroit Sports Talk. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already, man. And yeah, Sekou's been in the lab. He's been working on his body. And you know it's funny. I don't know if he listens to the social media, but I mean, some Pistons fans are gonna be hard on him because we are always hard on people, but I don't think we came at him like some other people. So you wouldn't expect him to be this motivated. You would have thought we was trashing him all like at every turn, if you know what I'm saying. Like, he's acting as if we've been like, I'm like, are you just looking at the negative comments, bro? Like,
like he just want to get better.
Man, he's trying to be special. I love the hunger, man, because we need players that are hungry. And he has a special gift. Another thing you don't know, OMG, last thing I'll say about Sekous, he started playing basketball when he was 14. So he been playing basketball for 5 years. He's a prodigy. That's what I call him. He's a prodigy. He been playing basketball for 5-6 years.
You got to the NBA off of 6 years of hooping?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Man. Just imagine you playing ball at 14 and you 4 years later, you about to be in the NBA. The dude is special. that he's a special talent. I think Pistons fans need to stop looking at numbers, start looking at potential and hunger and drive. We've seen flashes. He has tons of things to work on. Of course he does. He's coming from a Euro League, but the guy is special. Now,
he ain't gonna reach his talent for another 5 years. His full
right, like I said, like year 3, 4 is when we really gonna start to see this is a guy year 5 and 6 like Giannis and Siakam. You're gonna be like, yo, he unstoppable. They can't do nothing with him. So, all right, man. So we're gonna talk about the fact that ESPN they did a top 10 quarterback ranking, and I'm gonna go on all of the quarterbacks, man. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. This is coaches. This is coaches. This is players. This is executives. So like analysts and stuff don't really have that much input on this. So this is real NFL players, real NFL execs. So it's supposed to hold a lot much more weight. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's things about the list I don't like. But the top quarterbacks going into 2020, not necessarily the best 10 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I want to make that evident. So number 1, Patrick Mahomes, of course. Number 2, Russell Wilson. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers. 4, Deshaun Watson. 5, Drew Brees. 6, Lamar Jackson. 7, Tom Brady. 8, Carson Wentz. Dak Prescott is 9. Matthew Stafford is 10. I'm gonna say the list one more time for everybody.
Man, that is like once you get to like, man, this is irritating.
Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson is 4, Drew Brees is 5, Lamar Jackson is 6, Tom Brady is 7, Carson Wentz is 8, Dak Prescott is 9, and Matthew Stafford is 10. So I wanted to talk about this list as a whole.
Right.
And what do you think about the fact that Matthew Stafford is on the list?
I mean, before I even get on Matthew Stafford, how in the excuse my language, but how in the hell is 7 people above Tom Brady?
I mean, well, he is like 42.
I mean, he is.
But like most people would say Brady shouldn't be in the top 5, top 10, and he definitely shouldn't even be 7. So
I mean, man, I just can't put people who ain't made it past the first round of the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, or who ain't got to at least a conference championship. If you ain't at least got to a conference championship, you're not above Tom Brady. Like you gotta at least get to a conference championship.
This is about level of play, though.
Right.
Brady is like he is declining. He's still Brady, but he's still declining. Right. So. Yeah, and like I mean, come on, man. Lamar Jackson kind of getting disrespected on the list. That dude is this is about who's about to have the best season, not who's the best quarterback. So,
right.
Who's the best QB, even though Brady 42 and he older, way too old. Most people put him 1 because he's Tom Brady, or put him 2 behind Mahomes. But this, that's just the way I'm looking at it. Because some of these rankings got me picked. We got Dak and Wentz over Stafford, and I don't even want to go there yet. But let me get your thoughts on this list as a whole.
Okay. First off, numbers 1 and 2 and 3, I can't really argue too much with. Maybe you could say Aaron Rodgers is kind of falling off a little bit. That'll have to be proven on this next season. From his body of work, Aaron Rodgers is definitely number 3 or 4. Deshaun Watson, though, should be in the top 10, but he should be like number 7 or something like that. Like Deshaun Watson is way too high. And Matthew Stafford is better than Dak Prescott. He's better than Carson Wentz. And he's better than Deshaun Watson. So Matt Stafford should at least be number 7. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm surprised he's better than Deshaun Watson. Most people wouldn't say that. But I'm not gonna argue with you or anything.
I mean, because when you look at it though, from the point of view, like, okay, when Deshaun Watson dropped back to pass, you know what I'm saying? Like, if his first, maybe his second option ain't there, he's scrambling. Like he don't go through his he don't go to his 3rd and 4th and his drop off, like, you know what I'm saying, his reads like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's just kind of hard. Deshaun Watson is ranked high.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to disagree with what you said, but he has been sacked the most since he's been in the league. He did get sacked like 50 something times in the season. So maybe that's why he's like, yeah, first 2 reads ain't there. My O-line probably breaking down.
Right. Yeah, true. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but,
there's no way Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz are
Wentz,
better than Stafford. I mean, Wentz ain't proved it in the playoffs yet. He proved it in the regular season, but he ain't proved it in the playoffs.
And this is what I tried to explain to some Lions fans, and I was talking to them off air. If you listen to most Lions fans that believe in like that Stafford's a good quarterback, you would notice we only allow quarterbacks with championships to be labeled above him. So you got to have a ring and your arm got to be as good. If you're not that, we're going to have a hard time. So like that's why Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, even though he has a better arm than Russell Wilson's a winner. So, and he carries his team. So, and then you got Mahomes, of course, like look at that arm. Come on. And then, and then Tom Brady back in the day, even Big Ben back in the day. So you looking at like Deshaun Watson, I might rank him above Stafford. It just depends on the day. But I think him and Stafford are like close because he definitely carries his team, man. And his team it's not much over there. Like, let's be honest, it's not much over there. And I remember when Andrew Luck came back, even though they beat him in the playoffs, he still won the division. And Andrew Luck was in the division. So, they've been to the playoffs like every year with Deshaun Watson.
But Deshaun Watson really going to have to prove it this year because he ain't going to have
he ain't going to have D-Hop. Like, that's what you're going to show me you better than Stafford. You don't have D-Hop, you still win the division, you win a playoff game, then
then I say, okay. Then I say you up there with Stafford because Stafford without Calvin Johnson has still done it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah.
And, I mean, I kind of, I kind of have a problem where Drew Brees is ranked because I think I don't know if the Saints are going to be the same team that they've been the last 3 years. I think they're looking like a 10-6 team to me. I'm not saying they're not going to be good. They not looking like they're going to. I'm not win the division. I ain't gonna even say who win the division. I ain't gonna even say it.
Right.
But I think Drew Brees maybe should be ranked like 8 or 9. But Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz shouldn't be over Stafford. I don't think Drew Brees is gonna like you saw his numbers have been going down.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they finally got a number 2. They finally got Emmanuel Sanders is gonna make Drew Brees' numbers stay afloat. Because they really ain't had no number 2. That you know what I'm saying? Outside of Michael Thomas, like they ain't really had that second guy, that go-to guy who's a burner. Like, they really ain't had that. So I think Emmanuel Sanders is gonna really make his game elevate. But I just don't know where. I just don't trust Kamara as a full-time running back.
You don't? I didn't until last year. Last year showed me everything I needed to see.
Yeah, but I'm talking about health-wise.
Why would you get rid of Mark Ingram? He's a beast. That's literally what I said.
Right.
Like, you saw what he did with Lamar. He's a beast. Why would you get rid of him? And they were like, we got Kamara. And I mean, you can disagree, but I felt like he showed me he could be a lead back this year.
No, he can.
That I wasn't really sure. I wasn't so sure like he could be a Christian McCaffrey type where like this guy's all purpose every down back and he's a nightmare. But I don't think he's as good as McCaffrey. But I think he definitely is a lead back though.
I mean, he can be that, but his body, man, his health. I don't know how long he gonna last doing
That's the first time he got hurt though.
Right, but that's also the first time he didn't have to carry the, you know what I'm saying, the load. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't,
Yeah, I just don't know about where Breeze is, but I actually like Tom Brady being on the list because you just gave this man Michael Evans, freaking Chris Godwin, and he has Gronk back along with O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, and I'm missing somebody else. And they just drafted a great receiver. Yeah, Tom Brady might throw for 5,000 yards. Y'all sleeping on Brady. Yeah. And this is why people ask me, like, why you believe in Brady? You know why? His arm is still there. Now, once I see the arm go, then cool. But his arm is like, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's definitely still there. That arm's still live. And as long as that arm live and he got that mind.
Right. It's the mind. The mind is what
once the arm die out, like Peyton, we saw the arm die out, if his arm is still there, I'm gonna continue to believe in Tom Brady. Like, come
Right.
on, man. Like,
Right, and then
he
he
just
has
gets
the
those weapons.
most. He has the most weapons he has ever had in his whole entire career.
Yeah, I'm expecting like NFC Championship or like nothing less than that.
Right,
Like they're
right,
just too good, bro. Like they
right.
go. I don't know who the other team gonna be, but they gonna be there because they probably gonna be the 1 seed or
Yeah,
close to it.
yeah.
Like they gonna be there. So you gonna have to go through them.
Right.
But
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. We got him week 16 too.
yeah, I think that's gonna be very interesting. Luke said the Bucks O line could be an issue. Didn't they get Tristan Wirfs or something like that?
I think they got 2 linemen in the draft, I believe.
Even if it is, we never. It's just like I feel like. I mean, I'm not saying the defense is gonna be great, but with that team, we don't really know what to expect because we've never seen Brady with this level. Like we don't know.
Right.
Maybe the line ain't gonna matter because Brady throwing slants to Chris Godwin all day. Like
Right.
with these weapons, it's just like we know they're gonna score points. That's the only thing we know.
Right. They gonna do it. And then
like
the two,
everything else,
imagine how easy the running backs is going. How easy it's gonna be for him.
Yeah, and I just feel like with that team, they might have some deficiencies, but if Brady has those guys, he'll be able to carry them and cover up for it. Because I think the year before they went 16-0, they had like the 32nd ranked defense, and they still went to the Super Bowl. One of them years that they went to the Super Bowl and lost, they had the 32nd ranked defense.
Right.
So,
right.
like they lost obviously but like he can carry them. But back to this list. I think the list as a whole. So we got Mahomes is 1, Wilson is 2, Aaron Rodgers is 3, Watson is 4. Yeah, Watson at 4 is a little bit high.
Yeah.
Like, I would put Lamar at 4 before putting Watson at 4.
Definitely.
Or even put Drew Brees at 4 before putting Watson at 4. And then you got Drew Brees at 5, Lamar at 6, Brady at 7, Wentz, and then Dak. Why is Dak on the list? I'm just being 100. Like, I'm not a Dak hater. But
I mean,
why do people act like he better than he is? Like, look, and people think this is disrespectful. No, he's a black Alex Smith. Alex Smith can ball.
Right, exactly. Because the thing is,
and he's a better mobile quarterback. I'll give him that. But like that's what I see him as. He's a black Alex Smith with better mobility.
Right.
And but to me, that's not top 10 going into this year, man. So I just don't know about that. I think there's some quarterbacks that people are sleeping on. I would put Kirk Cousins and guys like Jimmy G on that list before Dak, but hey, that's me. And I know we don't think much of those guys, but Kirk Cousins gonna ball. Whether I don't know they're gonna win games, but that offense is gonna be good enough. They're gonna ball.
Yeah. I mean, even putting Wentz on that top 10 list, man, it's like Jimmy G is better than Wentz right now.
I don't know about that.
I mean, right now, if you look at Carson Wentz,
okay, let me ask you this. You can feel like that way, but do you think Wentz hits Emmanuel Sanders?
Yes.
All right. And I mean, you can think you're better, cool, but I think Wentz hits Emmanuel Sanders. That's all.
Wentz has
There's
more
no way
skills.
Wentz missed that throw. You know it. He don't miss that.
Right. True. All right, Dak Prescott and Jimmy G is on the same level.
Okay. So I guess you could put Dak in there. He did almost throw for 5,000 yards. Let's give him credit.
Yeah.
They loaded over there, but I guess you can put Dak there. All right. So now let's talk about the fact that Matthew Stafford is ranked 10th on the list. So what do you think about him being on the list in general? Because like I said, this is executives, this is players.
Right.
These are legit people. There's not people like us. It's not the analysts. This is mostly executives and players and coaches. So the clout with this, I'm surprised most people know how talented Stafford is, but he always gets cited.
Right.
Exactly. See, the thing is now, and I might put Matt Ryan over there now, I think, instead of Dak. But the thing is now, even though I never really felt Cam was better than Stafford, but guys like Cam, Matt Ryan, Rivers, and Ben Roethlisberger, they've fallen off throughout Stafford's career now. So now it's like he's better than those guys now. So maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the people are getting weeded out. I mean, Stafford have been weeded out in like 4 years too, probably. But now it is what it is. So I'm just very interested in the fact that they ranked Stafford, but the fact that they ranked him 10th. What do you think about that?
Right. I'm like you said, man, I feel split. One side of it, I'm happy because it's like, man, it's about time the Lions get some damn recognition for something. You know what I'm saying? Like they finally, you know, got us in the top 10 for something. But then it's like, man, why is he like behind Wentz and Dak? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, so one side is like, I'm glad, you know, I'm happy, I'm thankful, but at the same time, come on, man. Like, you gonna Dak Prescott? Like, oh man, y'all just. I mean, and not saying like Dak is a bum because he's not a bum, but Dak is, you know, he's Dak. So and Stafford.
Like, okay. Look, man, look, he Alex Smith. Stafford is a Mahomes without the mobility.
Right,
I'm talking
exactly,
about like it's a difference, bro. I've always only difference between Aaron Rodgers, Stafford, and Mahomes is mobility. Of course, Stafford can move; he's not immobile, but they mobile.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? It's different. And
Stafford,
you know, like,
pocket mobile.
And we're not picking on Dak if you're a Cowboys fan and you're watching this, but let's be honest. If Stafford had the Cowboys the last 3 years, I want to just be like, how many Super Bowls ring will we have? But I'm going to be unbiased. How many NFC championships would we have been to? If we had Zeke in the best O-line in the NFL.
Right. Oh, man,
Reliable Jason Witten back when he was younger. The receivers, they've been good enough. Stafford can do with Amari Cooper and, you know.
Right, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. We would have went to the Super Bowl at least two of the years. At least two.
I'm like, you gave him Ezekiel Elliott.
Right.
And
somebody he can hand the ball off.
I'm not really buying it, but this is prime Zeke, and he probably wouldn't even have to run that much because of Stafford. But still, this is like prime fresh Zeke with the full line before my man's retired.
Right.
Come on, man. And that's we know that. I'm gonna be saying the same. You put Wentz behind that line, same thing gonna happen. You put a lot of these quarterbacks above Dak behind that line. You know what I'm saying? That's why guys like Dak and Kirk Cousins, they have stacked teams, but they got ceiling on them.
Right, but Stafford wouldn't even know what to do behind Dallas Cowboy offensive line. Stafford would be looking like he'd be looking behind him and looking left. He like, how come ain't nobody by me?
He's like, why is everybody open?
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, like I know we dream about it and it's fun to laugh about. Could you just imagine him with Ezekiel in that line? Like I want to cry. Like it would be so amazing.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, it would. Man. But you know what? We kind of working on a little bit of something here in Detroit with that ground game because I think it's gonna be more of a West Coast type offense this year. You know what I'm saying? Instead of spread it out, and you know we still gonna spread it out at times and take advantage, but I think we gonna go more of a West Coast offense, man, and try to run the ball first.
No, I think that look, man, I've been hyping it up. I've been saying you're not gonna convince me we're not gonna run the ball with DeAndre Swift and Kerryon, and that just goes to my research of them. I'll keep saying it. Like I watch Swift way more than Kerryon, but I've been watching Swift for literally because I watch Georgia a lot. I like that team. Obviously I'm a Michigan fan. I'm not a fan of the team, but I like that team. So I watch them a lot. And I've been watching Swift since he was a rookie, since he was, you know, taking carries behind Chubb and Michelle till now. So I know how good he is. And I've been watching Kerryon. I was just watching Kerryon before we drafted him. And in one game against Georgia in Auburn, and Kerryon freaking destroyed. It was bad what he did to them.
Right. The thing is, Kerryon.
If we got these level of, like, even when I said when we had Barry, we've never had two running backs of this level of talent ever.
Right, ever.
It has to be able to work. But see, Devin99 said something. I don't like what he said. He said Lamar is the best running back in the NFL. No, he's not. He's a quarterback.
Right.
It's just when your quarterback, if you think about it like this, if every running back was 6'3", then they would be a quarterback.
Right.
If every running back was 6'3" and could throw deep like Lamar, they would be a quarterback. But that's not true. No, Lamar one of a kind, man. Like,
yeah.
I can't even do how you throw 35 touchdowns and they say you can't even throw.
Right.
And you ain't had no wide receivers. I mean, you had some tight ends, but you ain't had no wide receivers.
And didn't he throw for 4,000 yards too?
No, I think he was 200 yards off. But
okay.
He didn't have no receivers, man.
His
tight ends led them in all the categories. But when it comes to Stafford, though, the ranking, I'm not gonna lie. I am surprised that he's on this list, but it's just lining up what I've been saying all year. Like it just feel like this. You said QB? Oh, my fault. I thought you said running back. My fault. See, I'm sorry. I got PTSD. People hating on Lamar. My fault. My fault, bro. I'm sorry. But I'm telling you, it looked like he said running back. I'm like, bro, don't do this, dog. Don't do this, dog.
Right.
But I was just gonna say, like, the NFL. I've been seeing too much positive Stafford stuff, and I don't like it. Believe it or not, people know I'm a big fan of the guy, but like this whole offseason is just like every time they putting up a stat, Stafford is in it. But usually he's in those stats, and they'll just include the stats that don't have him in it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever quarterback they're trying to hype up.
Right.
And now we see like every top 5 category, whenever they be like, oh yeah, look what Russell Wilson is doing, look what Mahomes is doing. And you see Stafford right there, like 4 or 5 or 3 just chilling. Like
right.
And now it's coming out to the forefront. You released a top 10 list. And you remember earlier in the year, Bucky Brooks named the top 5 transcendental quarterbacks in the league. Stafford was 5th, and people was pissed about it. And I was like, hey man, he's one of the greatest throwers I ever seen. He never had a team. Of course, like the biggest thing with Stafford is like when you play is in the same division as Aaron Rodgers, it's like playing in the East with LeBron. Ain't nobody ever gonna know about you unless you beat him.
Right.
Like I swear, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't in his division, Stafford would be treated like totally arced out. But he is.
Yeah.
Or if Brady was in his division, no one would care.
I mean, that's the only thing.
I think Stafford could compete with them in the division consistently.
Besides, that's the only thing Stafford got to do to cement his legacy. Is he has to win
the division, bro.
He has to win the division, and if he even win one playoff game, he going to the Hall. Like if he get the Lions to their first playoff victory, then. And forever, he's gonna go to the Hall.
Well, I think it doesn't matter what team he wins the playoff game on, he's going to the Hall.
Right.
But if he does it with the Lions, they'll be like, look, I know it'd be a Dan Marino type situation. Of course, he made the Super Bowl his rookie year. Everyone knows. But it'd be like, if we don't win a Super Bowl, who knows? But they'd be like, yeah, they ain't win, but like carry that team. Who are they? Like, and look at them now, garbage, just like the Dolphins been the last how long?
Exactly.
They just got to it 20 years later. Like, come on, man. It took them 20 years. That's what I'm telling Lions fans. I'm like, y'all better milk Stafford because we lose them. Good luck.
Man, do you
minimum before we find a quarterback that good? 10 years minimum.
Right. Oh yeah.
You don't waste talent like that. And I just feel like the NFL is just being smart. And coaches and NFL and analysts, if you know the football, you know things, and you know that Stafford and Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, and everything we got going on that offensive side of the ball with Darrell Bevel, no way Stafford's not going to be top 10 in stats if he's completely healthy. I mean, he was literally tied for the league in touchdowns, and no, he was leading the league in touchdowns and tied for passing.
Right.
So at that point in time, I mean, he played 8 games and got 2,500 yards. It was like 2,499 yards. Like, come on, bro. Like,
right.
And it's special. But I'm gonna move on to the next topic, man, because
hold on, real quick.
I don't like disrespecting Stafford.
I gotta say this one thing.
Go ahead.
Just want to let y'all know, Lions fans, if you got like an extra $100 laying around, right? And now I know it's Corona time, so you're like extra $100. But if you got $100 laying around, put that on the Lions to win the Super Bowl, and you're gonna get $7,000. All right, that's it. Never mind.
Hey man, just to feed that Kool-Aid, Stafford is top. Funny, he's like he's topping MVP voting. When I mean top, I don't mean like top. I just mean he's up there. Like, why is he even on the list?
Right.
But he's plus 6,600. So you're gonna win 7G. If you bet 100, you're gonna win 7 Gs if you bet on Stafford to win MVP. So I don't know if he gonna win it.
Yeah, them lines right there. That man.
Real, bro.
Anyway, my bad.
Hey man, I got a spare 200. Well, Stafford MVP.
Right. Hey, I already dropped 100 on the Lions to win the NFC North. They plus 600 on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some on their win total because they got them like at 6 wins. I'm like, oh, come on, bro. They can bet over easily and get some money off of that. But that's for all of our bettors, and if you're paying attention to it, if you guys want to bet and make some money, look, I'll tell you this. bet the over. If you don't bet the over, why not? Like 6 wins? Like y'all really think we're gonna be at that? Like bet the over. Like that's just easy money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
For real.
And I just feel like Stafford definitely he should be. I'd say I would put him at maybe 6 on the list and put Lamar Jackson and Drew Brees above him. Right. And I'll probably put Deshaun Watson like 9 and put Dak Prescott at 10 just because he lost D-Hop. So I don't know if he's gonna he can still carry the team, but it might not show up in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like they might win a lot of close games, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to do all of that. Like I still think they'll be fine, but without D-Hop, I don't that top quarterback type numbers. I don't know if he'll be able to do that without.
It's gonna depend on if Will Fuller is as good as they say he is. That's what it's gonna be.
He is. I mean, he's just hurt all the time. I mean, Deshaun Jackson is good. He's hurt all the time.
Right. yeah, true.
Like, so it is what it is, man. He said they messed you up at 6.5 last year. Yeah, but see, you know good and well if Stafford don't get injured, you win that bet. You know, come on. I say we win 9 games, but if I'm being honest, we win 8 games with Stafford healthy. Like,
right.
I mean, Dak almost lost to Jeff Driscoll. The score was 30-27. Like,
right.
Like, I feel like we would have scored 35 on that defense the way Driscoll was playing.
Like, yeah.
Like that defense, I don't know, they did not show up that day. But this is something that I did want to talk about because it's something to look back on, and we're trying to build this football team. We're trying to build this roster out, and the Lions shelled out a lot of money in 2018 for the 2018 free agent class. And looking back on the 2018 free agent class, my question to everybody and to you, OMG, was the 28 free agent class worth it? Now, I want to break down the main things that we did, but we're going to talk about it. So,
oh, man.
I don't mean to start off negative, but Mike Daniels.
Right.
No, I'm saying that because that's negative. Mike Daniels.
Rick Wagner.
James,
Rick Wagner. Oh my God.
Danny Amendola. Then we're gonna go positive. Trey Flowers, Justin Coleman. I'm not gonna talk about guys like Rashawn Melvin and other guys that they made the team, but mainly the Jesse Jameses, the Trey Flowers, the Colemans. Those guys.
Only thing. Okay, see Jesse James. Okay, the only thing
we paid these guys.
I know the only thing that I'm mad about Jesse James. I'm not even mad about Jesse James getting the money. Okay, what I'm mad about is then we're gonna get T.J. Hawkinson. Like that makes no sense.
No, but
you pay a tight end. You pay a tight end all that money, and then you go get a top 10 tight end. Come on, man.
That's not what made me mad. How do you get Jesse James and get T.J. Hawkinson and not make them run in the league?
Right.
Like, cause Jesse, we know Jesse. That dude can play. Come on, he definitely can play, and we know it. He probably better than every tight end we've had. Like Obrien is way more explosive. But outside of Hawkinson, he probably better than all of the guys we done had in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah,
if he was just by himself, if there was no Hawkinson, he always had to depend on. He gonna give you probably 606. Okay, he a tight end, and he not supposed to be Hawkinson or Kelsey. So you get this dude and you get Hawkinson, and you don't force feed them the ball.
Right,
what are you doing? I know we got Galladay and Marvin Jones.
Yeah,
but come on.
But that was a knock on Darrell Bevel. That was a knock on Bevel, though.
Than them actually getting Jesse and TJ is you don't get Jesse and TJ and then not use them.
Right.
But you're right now. That is on Darrell Bevel. Like he did a lot of great things, but this year we all expect the tight ends to be better, but like
it's how much you feature them.
It's all about opportunity sometimes, but yeah. So I just want to know, like, do you think that the free agent class was worth it? Because like we didn't spend nearly as much money this
year. Justin Coleman got a little bit too much money to be to be a nickel corner, to be a slot corner, basically. Like you don't get he got paid like he making more money than some starters, like some people covering the extra. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little questionable. Like I said, man, they willing to unload on them Patriot players, man. Like I mean, I like Trey Flowers. Don't get me wrong. I like Trey Flowers. I think Trey Flowers was one of the best, one of the better defensive ends that hit free agency. But giving him $90 million, like, man, you're not a game changer. Like, if you get a 5-year, $90 million contract, you got to be a game changer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not a game changer. He has an effect on the game, but he's not a game changer. You got to be a game changer to get 5 years, $90 million out of me.
Hey man, I just feel like no, Flowers definitely was the best DN, so we were gonna have to pay him, but give him 80
Right.
million. Shoot,
Exactly.
Oh no, I think Flowers is top tier. So all the advanced pass rush stats, he's up there in the top 10 or top 12. So we paying him. Yeah, we need, but you need somebody.
Yeah.
That's why you don't. I love you, Jeff. I hope you ain't watching this, but that's why you don't get Jeff Okudah. Go get a freaking pass rusher.
Right. And you know what? I hope Jeff Okudah prove all of us wrong.
No, he's gonna be a beast.
I hope he's like a shutdown, lockdown man corner day one, because he gonna have to be, because he got picked higher than Dion. So he got to be a shutdown, lockdown corner.
That's the thing though. Jeff Okudah is gonna be a monster, but let's just look at when all the people were drafted that year with Obrien. Let's not focus on Obrien. Let's focus on the fact that Aaron Donald was picked.
Odell
Beckham, the guy from Taylor Lewan. It was a lot of great players picked, but like, who picked the best guy? And honestly, whoever picked the O lineman or Aaron Donald made the right decision, because Odell and all them skill players is just not the same, you know. And I know it was some good defensive backs picked too. I can't remember everyone, but it was some good players picked. So it's not that Okudah's not going to be a beast. Like, he's going to be a beast. It's just, maybe you should have went somewhere else, but that's not what this is about. This is about Trey Flowers and his contract. I'm not upset about Trey Flowers. I am upset about Justin Coleman though, and this is why. Because as you guys know, I'm extremely high on Justin Coleman, but my thing is, I have no problem with him just being a slot corner. But my problem is he can't go outside at all. Like at all. And if you can't do that, then we shouldn't be paying you that much. Simple as that. We should just be paying you to play slot. And honestly, I think if I was the Lions, no, I'm not gonna say that, but Amani Warrior could be playing where he's playing, because he can go outside and he can play in the slot, and he play well in the slot. But so maybe that's where they're going. But I think Justin Coleman in the slot, he's a nightmare. Like in the slot, he top 3 or 4, like for real. Like he a nightmare in the slot. But if people get hurt, oh boy, thank you that we got a Warrior.
Right.
We can throw him on the outside, we can throw him on the inside, we can do whatever. So you know, and I know they got Okudah, but they're like, Trufant is short-term deal. We'll just have a Warrior. We won't have any other corner, so they went and got Okudah, and he fits their system. So cool. That'll work. And now you have a Warrior as a backup line and weight. But when I looked at, you know, some of the small moves they did, like Mike Daniels, it didn't work out. I thought it would have worked out if he was healthy. It didn't work out. And we paid him a boatload of money. Danny Amendola, I don't want to say it didn't work out, but you should have ran out of bounds, dog.
Right. Yeah, I'm still mad about that.
No, I'm mad. Like, it was
still mad. I'm mad like it was yesterday.
Won that game in like 35 different ways, and we chose every way to make it a tie.
Right.
Like, look, like Patricia blew the call. We in OT. Everything's going wrong. Run out of bounds.
Right. And then too, you a veteran. You a veteran Super Bowl champion. Like, you play with Brady. Run out of bounds, man. I know Brady was like, I know he didn't just not run out of bounds like that.
And I do think his stats would be much better if Stafford played, because he would have I won't say way more, but he would have more than one touchdown, probably 4 or 5. Like we Golden Tate used to do 4 or 5, 6, 7, not 7, but you know, not that high. But he definitely been more productive. But yeah, I mean, I would have let Dola go and tried to fill it out somewhere else. You know, maybe go with a young guy, or maybe just bring back Golden Tate. He a free agent.
Right. Right.
And we don't know. I mean, and we don't know if Tate would take a pay cut, but ask.
Right. Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean? Like, because you know
Yeah.
it's funny. And a lot of these players, they get connected with these teams. And our free agents like Jesse James, these guys haven't had an opportunity. But Golden Tate, you can tell. Yeah, he wanted to get paid, but he wanted to get paid here. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
Slay wanted to get paid, but he wanted to get paid wherever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I know good and well, if we didn't have Dolan, we was like, Tate, come on, man, just come back, man. Look, I know we traded you, but it wasn't nothing personal, man. Like, we could use you. He'd be like, hell yeah, I'm coming back. I got freaking
Right.
Daniel Jones.
Right. Right. Right.
And he would have got paid at least for that 1 year. I don't know if that's a silver lining, but you know, it's a lot
Yeah.
of times that happens. Like, I mean, Eagles brought Deshaun Jackson back after like 7 or 8 years. You know,
Right.
and sometimes the revolving door comes back around. But if we didn't have Dola, I didn't want Tate on the team anymore because he made our offense predictable the way JBC was using them. And it was messing up our offense because every time Tate was on the field, we knew some type of play was going to him, whether it was a slant or a screen. And it really ruined our offense. Like, because it just made it the most
Yeah.
predictable offense. So I'm like, you have to get him out of here
Right.
because of his abilities. It was a gift and a curse. He's a catch
Yeah.
machine and he runs specific type of routes and yards after catch, so we had to use him that way. But guess who had Golden Tate before? Darrell
Right.
Bevel. And
Right.
guess who used Golden Tate? I mean, obviously he's not as explosive now, but used him on the outside and used him right. Put it like that.
Exactly.
Darrell.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
back on the 2018 free. I know we digress a little bit, but we just having fun talking Lions.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, man. You can't blame that, man. We just
It's
we
just like,
living
no,
some
when I
stuff,
think about
man.
I'm talking about Tate because I'm thinking about Amendola. Like, okay, you got rid of Tate, traded him, and then pick Will Harris with that pick. But you got Tate, traded him, right? Cool. But then you brought in Dola. All right, that's not the worst. Then that made him run out of bounds. I'm pissed about that. Tate runs out of bounds, dog. But
Right.
it's just like Amendola is really good. It's just like on this team, can you take us over the top? When we had TJ Hawkinson. So my thing is, it's not like he's good. My thing is he's taking away catches from TJ Hawkinson. And if he's, Amendola, why are we letting him take away catches from TJ Hawkinson? Because it's a lot of plays. I keep saying it, but if you go look at the film, because people try to be so hard on TJ Hawkinson, and I'll be like, are y'all watching the same thing? If you go look at the film, he is open. He's just not getting the ball. And I'm not going to say every time he was open, but there are a handful of plays. Like, I think Stafford threw a touchdown on like Galladay, and TJ was wide open on the play.
Right.
And I think McDonald was open too. But of course, Galladay got the touchdown. But what I'm saying, it's a ton of plays where TJ were open and he's just not getting the ball. But if Dola isn't there, just imagine if we didn't have no slot receivers, what would we do? We'll put TJ in the slot. I'm not saying that's where he should be.
Right.
Well, we would have to put him there.
Yeah.
And maybe instead of giving Amendola $6 million and giving Chase Daniel $6 damn million, use $12 million and bring in Marcus Golden, and then the other, they could have had $12 million to use on somebody.
Right.
2018 free agent class.
Man, look. Okay, there was one more. Okay.
I'm gonna put it like this: Trey Flowers, I'm cool with it. Dola, I don't like it that they re-signed him. I mean, his production would have been good with. It's gonna be good with us. Period. This year, he's gonna be very good. But it's just like I don't like that. Now that they for that year, it was a good move. It was a very solid move for that last season. But re-signing them, no. But I can't judge the re-signment. But I think it's connected. Jesse James, Mr. Milk Carton. I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't be as hard on him as I call him Mr. Milk Carton. I make jokes, but we didn't give him no chance. And he was out there sometimes, and sometimes he didn't produce. And it wasn't all Jesse James. It was some of his fault too, but it wasn't 50% his fault. It wasn't that high. Maybe not even 40.
Yeah.
We didn't give him the ball. It might have been 30% his fault. We didn't get him no. And when you don't get people the ball, what is he supposed to do?
Exactly.
We didn't get TJ the ball. We drafted him 8th overall.
Exactly.
So I'm not gonna be bad on the Jesse James signing because Devin 99 is right. Jesse James was there to block. Yeah, he did block a whole lot. TJ was okay as a blocker. He definitely had some highlights, but we just we weren't using him as a receiver, Jesse James, so I'm not gonna be too hard on that move. And
Right.
Justin Coleman, I actually think he's a very great player, but if he is not gonna get better on the outside, you shouldn't have paid him that much.
Right. But you know what? I forgot. I don't know how I forgot about this. You know, the one player from the 2018 free agency that make me mad the most? I forgot all about him.
Kenny Wiggins.
Huh?
I said, is it Christian Jones or Kenny Wiggins?
Neither. It's LeGarrette Blount. That's who made me mad. LeGarrette Blount. Because you do all this at New England, you do all this at Philadelphia, and you come to Detroit and you lay a goose egg.
You know, you're 100% right. And cutting CJ Anderson. Why y'all do that?
I don't know.
Because like after that, our running back situation got bleak after Kerryon got hurt. Like we were just like, I mean, they got rid of. Like I was like, why y'all get rid of CJ? Like he wouldn't.
He didn't even make it to the preseason. Did he?
It wasn't so bad where he deserved to be cut.
Did he even play a preseason game?
No, he did. I think. Yeah, I don't know why they cut him though, but he did. I don't know why they cut him. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't either. I don't know. Man, I don't care if he was out of weight like Eddie Lacy. Let that man play.
Yeah, but LeGarrette Blount was terrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, he just came. I mean, it wasn't, but LeGarrette Blount just came off 2 back-to-back seasons where he had a run in the playoffs that was nasty.
Hey, but the Patriots let him go.
He came like that's back-to-back Super Bowl.
Oh, no, I forgot he went to the Eagles.
Yeah. He won a Super Bowl with the Patriots, was dominant. Then he went to the Super Bowl with the Eagles and was dominant. Then he came to the Lions and was just like, I'm through. I was just playing, y'all. Ha ha. I thought I had some years left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that made me so mad. I was so hyped when we got LeGarrette Blount. I'm like, we got a running back, a real running back.
I was extremely hyped when we got LeGarrette Blount, dog.
I'm like, we got the lead rusher in the playoffs.
Super Bowl. I'm like, dang, dog. Jed Giant and LeGarrette Blount is tearing them apart. And of course, Foles was tearing them apart, but they were too. I'm like, dog, they going there. I'm like, they can't stop them no matter what. Through the air, through running the football. I'm like, they going all over the, and they did. They scored 40. But I'm like,
right.
And LeGarrette Blount was like, I saw him because he was crushing. He was getting like he ran for like it was 1 yard. He ran for like 20 yards like, on his first carry or something. Yeah. So, I don't know what happened with that. Guys in the chat, if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about, please let us know. But yeah, that LeGarrette Blount move wasn't good. So I don't know if I gave a grade for 2018 free agency before the season started and everything, but now my grade is like a C. Wasn't that good?
Z minus.
I mean, Flowers I'm all right with. Coleman I'm all right with. Just a little bit too much. Jesse James I'm all right with because like it ain't his fault. I'm people still might be pissed about it. Cool, but. That's what I'm saying. How can you blame a player? Oh, we overpaid you. Like, y'all didn't put me out there. What you want me to do?
All right. Okay, I'm going to say something that's going to make you mad. But it just got to be the facts. Okay? Are you ready?
Oh, well. Ready as I ever be.
Our best free agent offensive signing was Kenny Wiggins. He is.
Oh, man.
I'm looking at. I just pulled it up on my phone, right? So we got LeGarrette Blount. No. Luke Wilson. No. I'm mad about Luke Wilson too because he had potential.
Yes,
Levine to Toilolo, which he was okay. He
was great.
He was pretty good. Then the guard center Wesley Johnson. And then QB Matt Castle. So Kenny Wiggins was our best added free agent because no, that was the next year. That we added Trey.
Oh, so you talking about the year before?
Yeah. Because you said 2018.
I thought 2018 was the year we added Trey and everybody.
No, that was that's 2019.
But we've been talking about 2018. I mean,
I
2019.
know. I know we've been mixing them. I've been mixing them because I
Oh,
pulled it up because I pulled it up on my phone and
okay, guys, I meant 2019.
yeah.
You guys know
Oh,
I'm
okay, okay.
the previous year.
Yeah,
But no, Kenny Wiggins will never be the best at anything.
But he was though.
But he wasn't. I wasn't everybody who we took in 2017 because we took Okwara and Devin Kennard. Nah, they was the best.
No, I said on offense. I said offensive side of the
Oh,
ball.
offense.
Yeah.
Like we didn't pick nobody on offense. We didn't really need nobody.
Kenny Wiggins.
Marvin Jones and Golden Tate.
Kenny Wiggins.
What Kenny Wiggins do besides let Stafford get sacked?
he the only person that's still playing on offense right now on this team.
Man, he a rotational player.
Okay, let me stop. I need to stop playing.
Bravo says, "What do you guys think of Sekous' spin move? What impact he can have if he plays more ball and more dominant?" Well, Bravo, we talked about Sekous immensely. I played the video like 4 times. You know what? I should play the video again.
Yeah, play it one more time because his face he made, he was not playing.
Bravo and all you new people in the chat. I'm gonna play the video of Sekous just showing people that he's a special talent. But I do think that man, there's no way Kenny Wiggins could ever be the best selection. All right, let me share it. Here we go. This is Sekous.
Look at his face. Look, he intense before the play.
Right, look at that face. And this is what he's saying, y'all. This is what he's saying in French.
Look at his arm. Ah! Show the hyperextension again.
Hey, let me see if I can get the face one more time.
Look, ah!
No, that was right before it. That was right. Let me see if I can get the face. The face. I can't get the face. He like get out the gym. But look, man, we love Sekous over here. But I think he's a very dominant young player, or at least he wants to be, and he'll be special. But that boy Sekous is something mean, man.
Yeah,
man, dude. Like, I'm serious. Like, when you love to see that fire from your player because like it's a different breed of players. There's players who don't need to fire and they just go out there. There's players with fire and there's players without fire and then there's players in the middle. Oh no, he got that fire.
oh yeah, and my man's is going not hit the court for about 4 weeks because his arm is messed up.
We saw that fire when he dunked on
yeah.
Come on. Let me see. So I want to ask this because Peter Pignatello is talking about this, and this is interesting. No, Sekous actually can't shoot, Peter. He says Swift will have 1,000 and Carry-On will have 500. My question to you and the people in the chat: how many yards do you think our 2 running backs will have a piece?
I say Carry-On has 850 and Swift has 750.
I like that. You know, I mean, that's pretty similar to what I'm feeling. I feel like I don't think anyone's gonna get over 1,000 because we throw the ball too much. Even it's like it is what it is, and don't mean our running game can't be great, but like we've seen the best offense in the league can run and pass. But I just think Stafford's still gonna pass for at least 43 to 44 at the very, very, very least with this offense. So but yeah, I think 800 and 700, and I think Carry-On is gonna be the lead back just because he'll have more touches.
Yeah, because the thing is, people don't realize is Carry-On is. I like the drafting of Swift, not only for Swift because he's good, but that lit a fire under Carry-On's ass, and I put him on notice. Like, look, man, you good, but you ain't that good, so you better get better. Like.
Yeah, and you know, and that's what Carry-On. I mean, you saw he didn't understand why they did that. I didn't understand why they did that early. I thought it was gonna be 3rd or 4th at the lead, like 2nd.
Right.
Crazy. And
I did. I called it.
I feel like the Lions was like, yo, okay, look. Stafford, like, how long we gonna have this dude? They're like, hold up, bro. Not like we cannot like keep this man without a running game because we don't know how long we gonna have him. Obviously, I don't think that injury is gonna keep him out the league. I think he's gonna be in the league, but they probably thinking like, are we just gonna sit here and just waste this man's career?
Right.
We gonna if Kerryon can't stay healthy, I don't care if he's the best running back in the league. We getting another one. Right. Carson Wentz is as good as all can be. I would take him on my I would take him. Not over Stafford, but if we had him, I'll be perfectly fine with my quarterback situation. They still drafted Jalen Hurts. So in the second round, too. So hey, team, I feel like they're not playing. I feel like they are committed to at least attempting to get this running game back.
Yeah. But you know what? Real quick. In my 7-round mock draft, okay, I did a 7-round mock draft 3 months ago. In my 7-round mock draft, I picked DeAndre Swift second. I just want y'all to know that. So if you think I'm bull jiving, go back and look at my 7-round mock draft. But I actually traded the first pick, the number 3 pick, and got 2 first-round picks. And with that second first-round pick, I picked DeAndre Swift. Go look at it. Read them documents.
Hey, I predicted us selecting Swift right before we took him. So I was like, yo, we about to take Swift. But I'm not gonna rehash that story again because I don't like the story because the reason why I thought of that, I don't even want to get into it. Lewis says Kerryon 800 rushing yards, 200 receiving yards. I'm about to say 200 receptions. 600 rush yards, 400 receiving yards. I think the receiving yards are a little bit low. I think for both of them, I think they both gonna be at least Kerryon about 350. I think Swift might be close to 5 because I hope so. But I have a feeling that we're going to make commitment to make our star players stars. So the hierarchy is going to change. Marvin Jones, less targets. Amendola, less targets. Most targets are going to Kenny Golladay, TJ Hawkinson, and then we throw it to the running backs. And I might be completely wrong because Marvin, it's kind of hard not to throw to Marvin Jones. Like Amendola, okay, but it's kind of hard not to throw to Marvin Jones. He's too good.
Yeah, he high points the ball. Like
he's a very, very good receiver. So, but less targets.
But I think
like they're gonna make a commitment to make tight ends to turn this into a tight end, running football team that jump ball receivers get the touchdowns in the end zone. So I think Kenny, the yards to be there, but I think things are gonna just change. And E-Dog 1, 2, 3, 4. If you guys have any questions, basketball, football, it doesn't matter. We talking all Detroit sports today. He says, should we go after Andrew Wiggins? I don't know what Andrew Wiggins' contract is like. If you could tell me what his contract is like, but I would take him if his contract is okay because I know people don't like Wiggins, but at the end of the day, he can score 20 a night. He can play good defense.
And
yes, he don't got that dog. He don't got the dog in him like Sekous. No, he don't. But we got an abundance of great players over here.
Right.
So if they wanted to get Andrew Wiggins, I'm not gonna be upset. He definitely can give you 20 a night in this league, but I don't want him paying over Sekous though.
Right.
But I'm not gonna overpay though.
Yeah. I mean, you might have to get him to Detroit.
No, he said because he's being paid. He said his contract is like $20 million. No, I'm not paying $20 million for Andrew. Dang, I wish the contract was better because I'll tell you, man. Look, some players ain't gonna be superstars, but some players can score. And he can score and he can play defense. I'm fine with it. He was the number 1 overall pick, so you want him to be that, but he's not that. It happens, but he can help my team. Blue and Swift says Swift is a third down back. I think Kerryon's a third down back. He just gets hurt.
Yeah.
He's definitely a 3-down back.
Oh yeah.
I just wonder if Lions fans forget what Kerryon looks like when he's healthy. Because when he's healthy, he's a freaking beast. Did y'all what game was this? The Chargers game where he did a Barry Sanders on people? I thought he was juking people so bad. So I think they're both 3-down backs. That's why I find it hard. Kerryon just has a health issue.
Hopefully he won't have it this year because he gonna have Swift. He got Bo Scarborough to take some of them short down distance carries. Like, man, I mean, we should see the best Kerryon Johnson that we have ever seen since Auburn, like this season.
And that's why I'm saying like he's still gonna be the lead back because of course if he ain't the lead back, they not gonna extend him. And then look at what's around him. He's in a better situation. Now the O-line, I'm concerned, but I think pass pro, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I don't want to say we used to it, but we used to it. But I think this run blocking is gonna be better. That's what I'll hang my head on that. I don't know what our pass blocking is gonna be like. I'm kind of concerned. Like not kind of, I'm very concerned because we in the NFC North. But I think we'll run the football, and that Kerryon he's gonna be a beast. And I think that's why I believe in our running game. You got 2-3 down backs. How can you not run the football?
But the thing is, you imagine this though, man. As the thing that puts the icing on the cake. Matt Stafford's windows is gonna be so big.
Right.
Like his window is gonna be so big.
Right, I know we all saw the stat. Stafford throws into the tightest windows in the entire NFL. You know what's funny? He throws into the tightest windows and does it the most accurately.
Right.
Like, and you know, when I look at some of Galladay's plays, and I'll be like, "Wow, that was a great catch!" But look at that throw. We never think about, "Oh, that was a great catch and that was a great throw." We never think about from the quarterback's perspective. Dang, he had to put the ball right there. Or sometimes from the receiver perspective, dang, he had to go all the way over there to catch that. We'll do that for the receiver when the quarterback is bad. But we never think, wow, why did he have to throw the ball all the way on the sideline in between two defenders? Now, yeah, you made a great toe tap catch, Kenny Galladay. But why did he have to throw that ball in that spot?
Right.
And of course, I think that was just a broken down play. It was a play against the Chargers. But that was just a broken down play. But, you know, people are going to be open more. You know, we always highlight Marvin Jones and Galladay's they can't create separation. Well, maybe it's harder to do that when the entire defense is focused on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they could create more separation if somebody is running the damn ball. Because I don't think Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay had any problem creating separation when we whooped on the Patriots and then we whooped on the Packers and then we whooped on Miami and we ran the ball down them three teams' throats.
Right.
And we whooped on them. They didn't have a problem getting separation then. Of course, we know that's a small sample size and everything, but those three games in that 2018 year, we won those 3 games in a row, and we ran the ball every single game. Everything was clicking. O-line looked better. Defense, our defense was playing like they was the freaking 2000 Ravens, bro. They was not. They shut out Green Bay in the first half, and then they held the Patriots. What is like 23 in the they shut out both of them almost in the first half. Like they had to come back, and it's just like we talk about this separation with our receivers, but our receivers aren't slow. Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay aren't like slow receivers. They can't get separation.
Right.
But if you had that tight end and you had those running backs, it'd just be a little bit easier, and then it'll be easier for the running backs and the tight ends too. Because then what I'm trying to get this team is I want us to be like the Rams and the Chiefs, and I'm talking about the good Rams. The Rams and the Chiefs and the Saints. And the Saints with 2 great receivers to the point where you're like, we can't load the box and we can't double anybody. What are we going to do? And like, that's the situation the Chiefs puts people in because Mahomes will be killing you with Kelsey and then Tyreek all day. And then here comes Damian Williams running for 5 yards of carry. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And here comes LaShawn McCoy. And you're like, yo, here come Kareem Hunt. And you're like, yo, what are we supposed to do?
Right. Man.
That's why Kareem Hunt would make that team. If they still had Kareem Hunt, 2 Super Bowls, we know that.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Back to back. I mean, you saw how close that Patriots game was. Back to back. Right. So when they had Kareem Hunt, it was just like, you can't do nothing with the Chiefs, just give up. Because it's the coaching, too, that plays a part. But it's just like, when you had that talent, you got to put it all together.
Right. Yeah. That's I think that's the toughest part for an offensive coordinator is putting it all together.
Yeah, because Darrell Bevel, like that's my next question for everybody.
Why you saying so dark? He's like Darrell Bevel.
No, it's like you guys think Darrell Bevel can run this offense right? We just talking about it. Like, do you think he can run it? Because as any offensive coordinator in the league, they might not take our O-line, but they'll take everything else. So it's guys that will take this offense to the next level, because if we got some of the best offensive minds, we know good and well we'll be the number one offense. It's not like other offense not doing stuff too. We know it, but Stafford has been close to the number one offense without this crap. So we could be the number one offense in the league. Not saying we need to be to win anything. We know that's overrated. Like Chiefs are literally the first offensive team to win a Super Bowl in like decades. Not literally decades, but it's been a while since the offensive team won the Super Bowl. Like the Eagles scored a lot of points, but that's a defensive team. But yeah, because they only had the 22nd ranked rushing attack. But you know, when you get, they had the 7th overall defense though. Let's not forget that they did have a defense, but they didn't have a running game, and they still won. But that just usually don't happen, you know. And Jimmy G missed Emmanuel Sanders. I'm not gonna get over that. Everybody wanted Emmanuel Shanahan for Matt Ryan and Jimmy G. If they was better QBs, he had Super Bowls. I'm just being 100. Of course, Shanahan made a lot of mistakes, but I just feel like you can't tell me Matthew Stafford is not getting. I mean, all they needed was 20 yards. I'll never forget. It was on the 35-yard line. He just made a big pass to Julio. You needed like 15 yards and you couldn't get one. I won't. And then Jimmy G, Emmanuel Sanders wide open, the end of the game to win it, and you miss them, but it's the coach fault. Just make the damn play. And that's what Mahomes did when he threw the Tyreek Hill. He made the damn play.
Exactly.
Digressing a bit. The question is, can Darrell Bevell, because we talking about the Chiefs, because I think if Andy Reid had this team, I'm talking Super Bowl. And not because he's a great coach. It's just because he's a great offensive mind. Do you think Darrell Bevell can do you think Darrell Bevell is going to be able to run this offense right with all the pieces that we have? We have an abundance of riches.
Yeah, but the thing is,
and Chris Cephas, like, or Jamal Agnew and Marvin Hall, like,
can Darrell Bevell call the plays to make them put that 8th guy in the box? That's the question. Because if he do that and they start putting 8 people in the box, oh man. Oh man.
So do you think he's gonna be able to do it?
Yes, I think he will. Because Darrell Bevell, I think, gets better as a coordinator with a team every year, and I think he's gonna have to incorporate Hockenson, because I think Hockenson was Patricia pick. You know what I'm saying? So Patricia's gonna tell him, like, you're gonna put Hockenson in the script. Like, I want him to have a big piece of the script. So yeah, man, but he got to just call it, man, to have that 8th guy just walk in the box, because I don't think Stafford's ever seen that in his whole career.
Well, he did. I love interesting stats, but the first 4 weeks when we were a good team, Kerryon was facing the most 8-man boxes, and we actually weren't doing well. Remember, he struggled in all those games. But the moment we didn't face an 8-man box, the Chiefs game happened. And you know, I mean, I know he had the fumble, but he destroyed the Chiefs. Kerryon did. Had over 100 yards. They couldn't end with him. And we know we should have won that game. We're not going to rehash that. We talking about the running game. So they were stacking the box. The Arizona Chargers, Eagles. We couldn't run the ball, but we won all those games. I know Arizona, we blew it, but we won those games. So we 3-0.
Right.
Now, they stacked the box. Yeah, we lost, but we know that was bullshit. So they stacked the box. And then all of a sudden, Kerryon is running down their throat, and we're supposed to win the game against the Chiefs. We're not going to rehash that's a game to win. So when you're looking at it, even if the running game, because you're supposed to be, when the box is stacked, you're still supposed to be able to run. But my point is, even when the box was stacked and we couldn't run, we won.
Right.
We won. Like, it is so uncanny, like these little things that matter. We have to have somebody that makes you stack the box. Even if they don't run the football well, now the box is stacked. Now Stafford has one-on-ones with Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, Hockenson, and Dola. Like, we're going to win games.
Right,
I just let it out for y'all. Kerryon wasn't even being productive. He was getting like 3.2 yards. We won all them games. I know Arizona, we blew it. But we won those games.
Yeah.
And I know the Chiefs, we blew it because Matt Patricia blew a lot of things. But we blew those 2 games, but that's a 4-0 without our running back even being productive, just because he's commanding that 8-man in the box. And when they didn't put 8-man in the box, Kerryon runs for 125 yards and a touchdown. So you're right. And with Swift and Kerryon, it's gonna be 8-man in that box. And I'm gonna tell you,
Mm-hmm.
whether they productive or not, number wise, we're gonna be winning them games in the win column because that's all I care about.
Exactly.
It's about making them scared. Because like
Right.
once they don't put 8-man in the box, then Kerryon runs all over you. Or Swift runs
Mm-hmm.
all over you. I saw something earlier. Make sure you guys drop the questions. If you have any questions, we're gonna wrap up soon. But I saw a question that said, well, not a question, it was a comment. I don't understand. Kerryon and Swift are both excellent zone blocking backs, but all we do is dives. And then he said Jonathan Taylor would have made more sense. I've always said, I thought they were going J.K. Dobbins because to me, J.K. Dobbins is like a power back, but he has all that explosiveness that like a guy like Swift has. Swift has a little bit more burst, or Jonathan Taylor, but that's not what they wanted to do. I think they wanted to change our running philosophy. They didn't want to be a 1-2 punch where like, oh, we gonna have the big Derrick Henry guy, and then the other guy's gonna be the Christian McCaffrey guy. Of course, I'm shooting for the stars, but y'all know what I'm saying. Maybe they wanted to say we just want 2 all-purpose 3-down backs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we know Kerryon has issues, but I'm not gonna let nobody tell me he ain't a 3-down back. When he was healthy, he was a 3-down back. Like blocking for Stafford on 3rd down when he was throwing the ball against the Patriots. So
Yeah.
maybe they just wanted 2 3-down backs, and maybe they just was like, who cares about philosophy? Swift, the best running back in this draft, we taking him. So I think either one of those things. What do you think about that?
I'm with you on what you just said, man. I'm just so happy that they took DeAndre Swift. You don't even know. Like the amount of joy that came across my heart when they picked DeAndre Swift. I was like, man, Kerryon and Swift. Oh man, it's gonna be trouble. Like what Bernie Mac say? It's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. I'm telling you. Players Club.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing with fans, and I've said this before. You don't have to like what your team do, but understand why they're doing it, and try to see it differently because people didn't like the first 2 picks from last year. Why are you getting Jelani Tavai? Why are you getting TJ Hockenson? Whatever you want to say about Hockenson, he literally had the greatest game in NFL history ever. Like,
right.
I don't care. Oh, he didn't do nothing the rest of the game. You know what? I don't care if that was the only game he played. You do not have the greatest game in the history of 100-year NFL for a tight end ever and not be special. Like,
right.
You can't tell me that. So
right.
That's Hockenson. And some people vary on Tavai, but I think Tavai was very, very good at times. At other times, he was being a rookie, but he made some play. Tavai's gonna be a good linebacker. That's a good linebacker.
Yeah,
I don't know about great. I don't know about elite, but I know he's gonna be good, and he's worth that second pick because he's gonna be good. Like
right.
I don't know who else we would have took, but I believe in Tavai.
Man, I seen a play with Tavai. It was against the Houston Texans. I'm not sure. I can't remember if it was a preseason game or was a regular season game, man. But Tavai, he stood in the hole. Jared Davis ain't never did this a day in his life. I not trying to knock Davis, but Tavai, he stood in the hole. Okay, he took on a blocker with his inside shoulder, and he made a tackle with his outside shoulder without getting moved. Like I know that's basic linebacker stuff.
250.
Yeah, I mean I know that's basic linebacker stuff, and I'm like, oh, why are you like all excited over basic linebacker stuff? Because we ain't never had linebacker do that in a while. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like fill holes and make tackles in the hole. Like, man, like he took on a blocker and shut it in with one shoulder, like they teach you in high school, and made the tackle with the other arm. Man, man.
He was a solid college player, and I mean we also saw a couple other things that he did. Like I'm not gonna take shots at Jared Davis, but I'll just say this: none of our linebackers make that fumble that he caused. Like that was just pure intelligence.
Right. True.
It's the Chargers. Like that play won us the game, but. Ain't none of our linebackers gonna be smart enough. Like, okay, and it's funny. You think it's something simple, but football is so complicated. It's not that easy. you wouldn't think, well, of course he's gonna run the ball again, so I'm just gonna knock it out. But Tavai's like they're gonna run it again. I'm gonna just knock it right out.
Right.
He
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. Of course, he has things to work on, but I think he's gonna be solid. My point is, people didn't really like those picks, and like I said, people are still hard on Hawkinson and Tavai, but you can see those are gonna be good players.
Right.
And I
Right.
mean, the Lions really don't do that often. And I think,
No.
you know, I might not be high on taking Okudah over or Simmons or whatever, or taking Swift over an O lineman or a pass rusher, but I do believe that they will have a big impact on this team outside of the COVID stuff. I'm not even talking about this year because this year might mess up everything for the rookies. But in the future, I think Swift gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
I like other
he
running
is.
backs over Swift. I didn't think he was the best back. I don't care if I didn't think that. He gonna be a problem for us though. Don't matter if he was the best. He gonna be a problem for us though. And that's what I'm looking at it, because like I've said it before, I've said it today. You cannot tell me you have Swift and Kerryon and you can't run the football no more. I just don't I don't get it. Like I will find that hard to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just find it hard to believe because you had to be completely incompetent.
Right. And you have a run first coordinator. So
what all O linemen that they specialty is running the ball, like on people.
Right.
So that you brought in 3 O linemen that they about running the ball. Like I don't know what Stenberg gonna do on passing, but I'll throw him out there as a rookie when it comes to running the passing play. You're gonna have to come out though. But when it comes to running,
I mean they did that last year too. Right. But, they did the rotation last year with Dahl and Wiggins. They can do the same thing with Stenberg. If you're gonna do it with Kenny Wiggins, then let Stenberg then.
All right. I'm looking at some questions. So we got who is winning the 2020 NBA championship? Lakers or Bucks?
Lakers.
Question for J-Mo: would you rather have Lonzo or LaMelo on the Pistons, bro? Why are you gonna do that? So he said, see, Marvin Tolbert said earlier in the chat, I got a tough question for J-Mo. Yeah, that is a tough one. But I'm taking Lonzo, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why am I taking Lonzo? The defense. Melo probably look. I mean, we got to see it, but you could probably book it. He's gonna probably always be a better offensive player, but Lonzo's a better shooter, and he's probably always gonna be a better defender. So if you're telling me I can get a guy elite defense, shooting 38%, and that's only the beginning, and then he can score. Oh, and he's a top 5 passer in the league. Yeah, I'm gonna take that guy over the score. Probably won't play like Melo will be fine, but I don't know if he'll be able to play defense to the level. Like he might be a good defender. He's 6'7", but Lonzo clamps since day one. So I would just take him. And plus, I think Melo has to change his shot. And I know Lonzo can shoot, and I like point guards that can shoot, like 6'6" point guards that can play defense and shoot. Come on, man! Like, I would take him, but that's just me. Some people take Melo because they want the better offensive player, and Melo can pass as well. So you might want that. That's your prerogative.
Devin 99 said the Clippers better than the Lakers.
I don't think so, man. I don't believe in Paul George. I'm sorry, dog. Like y'all know Westbrook, my favorite player, and I watched Paul George choke and Westbrook get blamed multiple times. So, Dame ended his career. Who Dame shoot the shot in? It was in Paul George's face. Y'all told me Paul George was the MVP. Y'all told me he was better than Russ. Y'all told me he was the best defensive player in the league and got mouthed. I don't want to hear it. And that's in the year before, he dropped 6 points in a closeout game. Stop talking to me. Until Paul George showed me that he can do something, I'm telling you, dog, Kawhi is going to be like, Paul, I need your help. And he ain't going to be there, and he's going to get a ball to Lou Will, and Lou will deliver. But I don't think Kawhi and Lou will be enough to beat the Lakers. That's just me. But if Paul George show up, then yeah, they should definitely win. But I don't trust him. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't.
I don't trust him.
I can't. Not over LeBron and AD. I can't do it.
Right. Like, you know, it's funny. It hadn't really hit me till about a week ago. LeBron got AD, bro. Like what I thought, because like I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a Kobe fan. That's my favorite player ever. So I only watched and paid attention to the Lakers ever because of him. I found Lonzo just searching on my own because we love basketball. And I found him when he was in high school, and he became a Laker, so I was watching. But I don't really care about the Lakers now that he's not there. and they just got LeBron, so I don't watch as much. But LeBron got a top 5 player, and y'all don't think he about to win the chip? And KD,
Right.
the Warriors not here?
Right.
Come on, man. And I know with Kawhi, Kawhi, bro, I don't have to talk about how good he is. Like, he is that deal. Both ends. He's a monster. But Kawhi won a championship, and LeBron wasn't there to stop him, and KD wasn't there to stop him. So, and to me, it's a little bit asterisk. Like, I'm not gonna say people got hurt or whatever. Bro, he won, and there was no LeBron, and there was no KD. Like, what's his name? Elijah won, there was no Michael Jordan. Like, it's just not the same. So until I see him take out LeBron, like, head up, you know what I'm saying? And then the Clippers don't got nobody who can guard AD, but like, he got a top 5 player. It's like, if Giannis and LeBron on the same team, are they not going to win the chip?
Right.
I know you might think Giannis is better than AD, but some people think AD is better. But it's like, he has AD. How are they not going to win? I'm just being 100. If they don't win with AD, Bron, that's your fault. Like, I'm not a Bron fan, so I ain't going to have to defend that. They should win. I know they lost Bradley and Rondo. They still should win. He got AD. He got a top 5 player. How could they not win? If like, that's why I'm thinking like next year with Kyrie and KD, I'm like, how are they not gonna win a chip together? Like, I don't know if it's gonna be next year, but they gonna win. They gotta win one together if they healthy. I mean, I know KD is getting older. He tore his Achilles, but still 31. They gonna win one. How they not gonna win one together? Like, they gonna win one together. So that's how I feel about the championship. Let's see. I got another question. Do y'all feel like the Lions have the best secondary for this team in 30 years? No. What year was that? I think it was. I mean, no. Glover Quinn and Darius Slay, like that combination. I know we haven't had I won't say the best, maybe the most well-rounded, because Glover Quinn was you could argue he was the best safety in the league that breakout year. And when he wasn't that, he was still a top 10 safety in the league. Like, when people used to talk about the Lions on national TV and they talked about our players, Glover Quinn was the guy they talked about. And like Slay. They didn't talk about nobody else on the defense when suing them one day. They talked about Glover Quinn and Slay. And I'll never forget how much they was hyping up Glover Quinn. And in the Steelers game where Jim Caldwell don't know how to kick a damn field goal, in the Steelers game, I'll never forget that. Oh, that's why I hated Caldwell. That was it for me. That year, that 2017 year, that set me up for him. But, and they was just hyping up Glover Quinn. He's so smart. He's so smart. He's so smart. Big Ben throw the pass. Glover Quinn reads it, picks it off right on time. So I don't know about that. But I'll never forget. I was screaming at the TV. Jim Caldwell kicked the field goal. When I tell you, OMG, I was literally screaming, just please. I'm begging him to kick the field goal, and he just kept giving it to Dwayne Washington. And I'm like, bro. And then I watched Golden Tate drop. I've never seen anybody in human life catch a pass and then run with it and drop it. Put it like that. And I was like, I'm like, we got to be cursed. The man was running with the ball, and the ball was like, yeah, I'm going home. And then he goes, I'm going to go home right next to the Steeler players. Like, that was right there. It was like, literally, name the top worst times you could ever fumble. It was that time, and he did it. But I digress. No, we don't have the best secondary, in my opinion. I think it's the most well-rounded. What do you think, OMG?
Yeah. I will say that. I will say, because Darius Slay and Glover Quinn, you can't. Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat that. But overall, just from corner 1-2, slot corner, safeties, I think we probably do got the best overall secondary we've had in a long time, in a very, very, very long time. But just the one-on-one talent, I don't think that there is no corner right now next year that's going to be better than Slay. And I don't think there's no safety next year.
If Okuda live up to the hype year one, then yeah, this is our best, no doubt. Because Tracy Walker, don't get me started on him. He's a stud. He's a beast. Deron Harmon, don't get me started on him. Because y'all know, y'all might not know, but I love Tom Brady. Sorry, y'all. I like him. He's from Michigan. He's a beast. Sorry, I know y'all hate the Patriots. That's why I say I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Tom Brady fan. That's why I'm looking at the
Right.
Bucs. But when like if you put Okuda when he was playing with the Patriots, because I watched Patriots games, Deron Herman, I watched this dude play. So I watched him play last year. I'm like, oh no, this dude is good. And I'm like, we got him for a 6th round. I'm like, Patriots, why do y'all be doing that to me? Why do y'all be acting like these players ain't good at all? Like they gave him like Deron Harmon is a good football player. So you got him with Tracy Walker, and then you got Trufant, good football player. I have utmost confidence in him. If he's healthy. And then you got Coleman, like I said, top 5 slot corner, in my opinion. And then you got Okuda if he lives up to the hype. So it's all hinging on Okuda. Yeah, I'm putting everything on. It's like, no. But
I mean, you should. He number 3.
I'm not talking about living up to the hype year 2. I'm just talking about year 1 because I'm giving him a, I don't expect him to be everything year 1 because of the COVID year, and but if he lives up to a year 1, then yes. But other than that, no. Let me what up, Don Bird? What's good, bro? What's good?
Hey, it's some rookie corners that have made the Pro Bowl. I'm just saying.
What happened? Did they miss mini camp?
No. That's never happened.
I just feel like this year's a little bit weird for all rookies.
Right.
So I don't want to give him a pass, but I gotta be real. No rookie minicamp, no, everything is virtual. It's a little bit different, and we'll say, well, everybody went through that. Yeah, they did. So that's why the players that do break out in spite of this are the real dogs. Right, and we're gonna see. Don't see if we got some of those players. Let's see. We got E-Dog24 in the building, Marvin Tober, Blue and Silver, Devin 99, man. Hey, throw me a what up though in the chat so I can shout you out. We got Peter and King Lion. But I'm gonna answer. My fault, y'all. Marvin Tober said Lonzo or Doncic. She's just trying to get me to say somebody over Lonzo. We're gonna get to that later. Let's see. I got some questions. Hey, Sekous made a YouTube channel. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look at that because if he posting videos. All right. Is Drummond a starter in today's NBA in 5 years? Ooh. If he's still as good as he is now, then yeah, because I know the NBA is changing, but Drummond is special because most centers who can't shoot aren't the second greatest rebounder ever since Dennis Rodman. Right. So yeah, like I hate Gobert. I don't like him as a player. True, I care less of him as a person because of his COVID. But Gobert he's a special defender, but he can't shoot at all. Gobert and guys like Gobert. Like, I'm not comparing Gobert and Drummond. I ain't saying who better, who this. I don't care about none of that. I'm just talking ball. When you have guys like that, like Gobert, Drummond, Bam Adebayo, yeah, they can't shoot, but they can do some things, so well that it doesn't matter what era of basketball you playing in. And Drummond rebounding, just put them on a team that has shooters or stars. Like you put them with LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard and them boys. What you think gonna happen? They not gonna care that he can't shoot. They getting 18 rebounds a game, and he's still a good defender. He can still get steals, and he can dribble.
True.
So, I think in 5 years he'll definitely still considered a starter because even if philosophy change, what you need from Drummond from the game of basketball never changes. When you look at a lot of champions, they usually out rebound their opponent when they win the chip. Not all the time, but it happens a lot. And the team that wins usually has the best defense and they out rebound their opponent. That matters. Question: would the Lions consider trading for Kyler Murray in the future 5 years, for example? I don't know if Arizona would let him go, but I don't know if we would consider it. I'm sure we would. I'm sure a lot of teams would.
Right.
But he's not going nowhere. He's staying in Arizona, bro.
Right.
There's no way they're not gonna re-up him with a big contract.
Can I say something, man? I actually please don't attack me. But I made a video that I would trade my number for the number 1 overall pick when Arizona picked Kyler Murray. I said we should trade Stafford for Kyler Murray.
Look,
Look,
no,
cuz man,
no, look. I mean,
what's his
look. Let me
name?
say
What's his
this.
name? What's the
No,
dude
let
that
me say
came on
this.
DSA and said, "Hold
No,
on"?
look. I mean, no. Now I'll tell you this. I made a video, and maybe one day when I'm bored and I don't got nothing to do, which is usually actually never, maybe I'll find a video, literally post a clip, but you can go search. I was like, yo, I love Stafford, but if Deshaun Watson there, and when Lamar Jackson wasn't on the board, I'm like, yo, just take Lamar. I literally said this on camera. I'm like, because I think those two guys, I think they better than Kyler and more transcendent. I love Kyler. I just don't know. He to me, he's not transcendent enough to give up Stafford for him. But Watson is, and Lamar definitely is. We didn't know what Mahomes would be, and Trevor Lawrence is, which I've always said it. Yeah, for Trevor, yeah, I think he's special. He's a transcendent quarterback, I believe. Tua, I don't know about him yet.
No,
I
I'm
like
not. I'm
Tua,
not
but I
doing
don't
it.
know.
Right,
But
right.
Trevor Lawrence is it's rare. In that last 10 years, guys like that, they just don't come out. Like Russell Wilson's and Dak Prescott's, those guys are like, that's lucky getting late in the third round. But like Andrew Luck is probably like the last quarterback that's came out that I felt like he was like, it's good enough to like have him over Stafford. And I don't think Kyler, no. Watson and Lamar at the time, I did say it, but Kyler, I want
Yeah,
Kyler.
the only reason why is
I
because
don't know, man.
Kyler
I
can
don't
throw
know.
on the run, and I was looking at how sorry our O line is, and I'm like, man, that's the perfect quarterback. That's the perfect quarterback for this jankety offensive line that we got.
I
I'm
mean, but
like,
we saw young Drisky out there. He was mobile and he was running for his life.
right, but man, I'm telling you, Kyler Murray got that arm strength too, man. And people they don't really think he got that arm strength because he's so little, man. But he can throw on the run and he can extend the plays. And look, man, after after the Stafford era, we're gonna have to find a mobile quarterback. Like we're gonna have
Yeah,
to find a quarterback who can throw on the run because this offensive
that's why I
line
would
is
have
just
took. That's why I would have took Watson or Lamar because, like,
right.
don't get me started. I mean, Lamar is my second favorite quarterback in the league, and this wasn't some new hype thing. I was on Lamar since Louisville, like, so. Yeah, I'm on, and I was on Watson too. I was like, "How's Watson like not the number one
Right.
touted player in his classes,
Yeah.
man?"
I was upset. I was
National
upset that
championship
he
and
was
win
not the
like
number one
dropped
pick.
40 both times and won one. I'm like, Deshaun Watson is the real deal, absolute in the bag
Yes.
of chips. I'm
Yes.
sitting there,
Yes.
I'm telling you, dog, I'm gonna be a
Yes.
little vulnerable. I'm sitting there scared, terrified for my life. Because the Bears about to pick. I'm like, they about to take Deshaun Watson, and my life as a football fan in Detroit gonna be over for 15 years. And they was like, could you like I always bring this up, but I was so terrified, like I was scared, bro. I'm like, they about to take Watson. And
Right.
I don't know what to do. And they did not. So I understand your sentiments with Kyler. I just don't think it's him though. I would take the other
Yeah.
guy. Lonzo or Doncic. It get in 5 years, I'll revisit this. But I'm taking Doncic for now. Are LeBron and AD a better duo than who? E-Dog 124. Some of these questions are a little bit older. I'm just getting through them. Are LeBron and AD a better duo than who? Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. Sneaking and Geekin said George better than any player on the Pistons. Yeah, he is, but can he carry the Pistons like Blake Griffin did? I don't know. Because George get hurt just as much as Blake. I mean, Blake might miss more time, but George get hurt so inconsistently, we will probably be losing games.
Right.
Only a handful of people can guard AD. Yeah, that's true. Marvin Tober question. So, do I have little love lost for LeBron titles because he never beat Kobe Bryant? No, I don't care less. He won titles.
Right.
I mean, everybody wanted to see that matchup, but because I thought when I watched the series against the Magic, this is funny. Players play up or down in a competition because when the Magic played the Cavs, I swear they couldn't miss. And they were just playing out of their mind. And Dwight Howard played like the greatest center in the history of the game. But when they played the Lakers, it's like they was scared and they didn't give a shit, and they just stopped shooting the ball. Of course, Kobe whooped on them, but I'm just saying like those are two different teams. But and LeBron had like 39, 9, and 9 in that series. but they lost. So I'm not mad about it though. I kind of like it better that they didn't play each other. Because it leaves it, you know, open for
I would have liked it. I would have liked to see it.
Only reason I wouldn't, because like it depending on who
I would have liked to see it just one time.
Let's see. Drop your questions in the chat. Basketball, football, it doesn't matter. This is all Detroit sports talk here. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you guys like the video. Let's see. They really talk. I don't know why Bravo sees through the football. I don't know why you want Kyler Murray to be here so bad.
Right.
Dude, you should be fawning over Lamar Jackson or something.
Man, I mean, because you don't. I just don't think people really realize how good Kyler Murray is. Like Kyler Murray, like he is, man. He is a top quarterback. Like man, like just being able to throw from the pocket and on the run, man. He's special, man.
Well, my one thing about Kyler is he's 5'10", but I'll give you this: Kyler is everything people want Dak to be. But I feel like Kyler is like a shorter Deshaun Watson. That's the only I mean, he has a few inches or whatever, but and Deshaun's more proven. But no, he can. That I kept telling people about Kyler when he was coming out. I got videos on this. I'm like, Kyler a beast. Why am I talking about Kyler being a beast? Because I kept telling him he can throw the football. I don't care about no running. I don't care about nothing. They protect him. It's a wrap. And of course he can run, throw on a run, and everything like that. But he can throw the football. So no, I like Kyler a lot. But I'm not taking him over Stafford.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, what would I don't know what he would do here. It's a lot of speculation in that area. In that area, I mean, so I don't know. But if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Benjamin Foe says Kyler will be in the emergency room in Detroit. Yeah, him and every other quarterback not named Eli Manning or Phillip Rivers. Why I say Eli Manning or Phillip Rivers? Because they don't never get hurt. Let's see. Rivers had one injury. I don't know what's up about Eli. Maybe he would have got hurt here, but like, and I know his sack total went to high, but he just never got hurt, like ever. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he cheated the game somehow, landed a certain way.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Never got hurt, and it was some years where he got hit a lot. So I'm just like, I just find it kind of weird how Eli Manning has just never been hurt.
Right.
He's never had a major injury, like ever.
Right.
Like ever.
I mean, he take care of his body.
He had his starter streak just like Stafford did.
Yeah, so, he take care of that body, man. You got to. This is the only way. That's the only way you can survive in a sport with Goliath giants coming at you 4'5", 4'6", 4'7" speed, and they hit you and you not be injured. Like you gotta.
Yeah, man. But all right, guys, we gonna wrap it up after I answer a couple more questions. Then we gonna get out of here. Just nice to talk some fun Detroit sports, and I will let y'all know. I'm being fun with y'all today, but I'm gonna show the Sekous video before we leave just one more time. It's just like, I know y'all might think I'm overrating this. It's just like, it's not what he did on the court. It's how he was talking to dude. It's not, it's not the spin move. It's like, it's the disrespect. He like, bro, I don't want to ever see you in my life. I don't care if we friends. Like, get off the court.
Right.
And the player, so you got to realize, when a player is playing with that kind of fire, and we already seen fire throughout the season, we see him lose his confidence throughout the season. We definitely saw that too. We saw the negatives, but when you playing with that kind of fire, he different. Like, he don't have to be like that. He could have just spent on him and worked him, and all right, hey, you suck, bro. All right, but now he like, no, you soft. Get off the court. You a baby. I'm like, dang, Sekous. It's like that. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And that's why. But and you're right. You want me to show the dunk on Tristan Thompson, man? Look, I will show the dunk on Tristan Thompson, man, because I don't think you've seen it. I don't think you've seen the OMG.
No, I haven't.
Oh
show
man,
me.
I'm gonna show
me.
the dunk. I'm gonna show the dunk after I show the video. So I'm gonna answer this last question, then we're gonna get in. We're gonna show that and do our final thoughts. But question: Are you disappointed like I am that LeBron hasn't had to battle the greater wings in the league to win a ship like Wade, T-Mac, Kobe, and KD before he beat the falling apart Golden State? I disagree. He played KD in Miami, and he played Paul Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Pierce. I mean, I hate Paul Pierce because I hate the Boston Celtics. It's a team that I hate the most. But Paul Pierce was right up there with T-Mac and Kobe. Of course, they were a little bit better. Paul Pierce does have a Finals MVP though, and he does talk way too much shit about how good he is because he wasn't all that. But Paul Pierce was great. The Celtics were great, and LeBron had to go through them. They gave him a lot of problems, and then he had to go against young Paul George too. That's back when Paul George was the real Paul. Once he had that injury, I don't know what happened to him. But young Paul George was a problem. Young Paul George, think of a young BI, but a better leader when it comes to winning in college.
Right.
Like, yeah, young Paul George was a beast. So I did feel like he had to face some of the wings. He just didn't have to face Kobe. And D-Wade was his teammate. And he never did go up against D-Wade. That would have been very interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would I take Patrick Patterson? No. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? Marvin Tover says Sekous needs plays drawn up for him like they did Siakam. Yes.
Yep.
Says, we saw the coach tell him sitting in the corner and shoot threes. Yes, he did, man. But trust me, Sekous gonna be a different animal.
Right.
Hey, Devin, see, I'm gonna tell y'all this story first before I show this. He says, I remember Drew was live streaming that Cavs game when he dunked on him. I hopped up so fast and ran around my house. Now, I think this is around a time where I caught the flu like really, really bad. So I was sick laying in the bed and I saw that dunk. And I mean, I almost made myself sicker when I jumped up because I was just, I'm just watching the game. I'm just watching, just chilling. Then I was like, oh my God. Like, it's just like, it came out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, what just happened? So I understand because I'm going to show you, OMG. I understand. Like, I was like, you did not just do that to this man.
Right. Bro. I got to see it.
Let me share this screen, show Sekous again. And look, every time I got to put up what he's saying in French. So y'all know how much he disrespecting his. Like, if this was Detroit, he might be scrapping right now, the way he talked to that dude. That was this dude might have been like, yo, at least a push or something like that. You ain't going to talk to me like that. Then he would be like, then play better. And I'm like, all right, cool, but chill. But here we go, man. Let me share this screen to show y'all again, man.
And then y'all gotta also look at the dude's arm when he busts that spin move and that dude arm when he take his arm and hyperextend it. Oh my goodness!
All right, here we go. He's saying it's not for kids, bro. That's what he's telling them. Ooh. Yeah, his arm is done.
Mm-hmm. Somebody get us some ice.
I gotta go back though. Like it's just like he just spent off of him, dog. Like look at the face. Look at the face. That's the face of a demon. He ain't trying to look cute.
He like, come on, he cannot be serious.
Like that boy. Look at that face, dog. That boy ready to kill, dog. Killing Detroit. Like,
look at the arm. Look at the arm. This mother been back so nasty.
Dude, you can just tell like his body is telling him right now, bro, what are you doing? His mind ain't caught up because he ain't been spent on yet. And his body is just like, bro, why you do this to me? Dog, let's just watch it. First, wait, hold up. Did y'all see the crossover? I didn't even see. Did y'all see the cross? Ooh, that was a double crossover. Oh no, Sekous, you tripping. I didn't even see the crossover. Look at the crossover. Hold on, let me take this down so y'all can see. Let me take this down. Now, did y'all see the crossover though? Oh no. Put him in the bag. Watch the crossover. Right there. Ugh, crossover and then a spin move? That's a 10 out of 10 right there, bro.
Yeah. Look at his arm.
gave him a crossover, you gave him a spin move, and then you ridiculed him and
And,
told him
and
he was
then
soft.
and then he was doing the Peter Griffin. He was
He says, "Bro, dress ain't growing at all." Hey, man, Sekous dress will grow eventually. He said, "You seen the video when he backed someone up and then dunked on him?" Oh yeah. I seen that video too. He backed someone up and then he dunked on him viciously. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, like I said earlier, this isn't the only video of Sekous like destroying people, but since he was talking smack, that's when I was like, oh yeah, he feeling it. He started to feel himself. He like, I'm working hard. I am as good as I think I am. These dudes can't see me. I can't wait. Now I'm gonna show the Tristan Thompson. I'm gonna show that. Let's see. Let me stop sharing this real quick. I'm gonna show that, man, because man, this boy Sekous gonna be something special, y'all. And this is a good way to end the show, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. All right, let me share this real quick for y'all. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. And he says, Marvin Tober says, Sekous energy in this script look like Dennis Rodman. He look like any kid that's a hungry killer. That's what he look like. Like that face where he just like, ugh, like he's just like, I want to destroy you, bro. That's what I need to see. All right, let's see. Say come the boy destroy Tristan Thompson with crazy dunk. That's literally it. Here we go. Is it showing?
Yep. Ooh.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yo, this OMG first time seeing that. So let me go back. Wait, all right, like you just saw it for a few seconds. What's your reaction? Now look, this was like his 10th game, bro. This is like his 10th game or something. Like it was like 10, 15 games in doing this, bro. Youngest player in the NBA, man. You got thoughts on this, man?
Man, I gotta see that. I can't believe what I just seen. Play it again.
I will go back.
Hey, you see Andre Drummond look at him like, damn, I'm glad that's not me.
And he stood over him, dog.
And he flexed on him too.
And then looked on him, man.
Like, don't you not?
Bro, hey, we gonna watch this one more time. Hold up. This man in his 10th something game doing this, bro.
Yeah, but Andre Drummond looked at. Watch Andre Drummond. I'm glad that's not me.
He said, "I'm glad that's not me."
Look at Andre Drummond. Look at him. Like, oh man, he's got.
Andre, that was fast. Watch Andre jump back like, oh, watch this. Dre like, ooh, how you do that?
Look at him. He's like, is he okay? Yeah, I like Sekous' attitude though.
Tristan Thompson's reputation too. I know LeBron not on the team no more, but he was known as one of the best offensive rebounders, and he you're not just gonna dunk on Tristan like he's not there. Put it like that.
Right. But he did though.
I know he yeah, LeBron's not there, so obviously he'll probably get messed up more. But like, he ain't no scrub that you just gonna dunk on like that. You know that. If that was Drummond would have got dunked on too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what he was thinking about when he looked at him.
Rudy Gobert might be the only person that's not getting dunked on, only because he's tall.
Yeah, because he's like 7'2".
But other than that, it probably a couple centers in the league that's not getting dunked on right there.
Yeah,
and some of them probably would have jumped up, and it would have been really bad.
Right. And B would have jumped. He would have jumped, and he got his arm broke.
Marvin Tober says, J-Mo, you notice how he had the ball in the same spot? Yeah, I know he had the ball from like the top of the key a little bit. Let me go back to sharing real quick. Now, I did notice that, and he was able to get a running start, but he did that little cross move again. Let me see. Like when he gets No, the jab steps him, and then yeah. I mean, that's almost too easy. And you know, it's funny. It looked too easy, but could you see Christian? Am I showing the right video?
Nope.
No. Okay, hold on. Let me stop. Let me see. Let me go back to it. All right, is it showing it now?
Yeah.
All right, go back. Yeah, so give him this little jab step. And it looked easy. You be like, anybody can do that, but they can't. Christian Wood can't do that. And I seen Christian Wood post a rise. He done posted, but he can't look. It's the distance that he. I mean, it's not like he jumped from the free throw line. Oh my gosh, look at that!
Right. But you know what's the most under talked about part of this?
What?
Is Kevin Love is a good defender, and Kevin Love got left at the top of the key. Like, look, that's Kevin Love. That ain't no other. That's Kevin Love. Look at him. Oh shoot. Oh dang.
That's what I'm saying. Like, only person on this team that's doing that is Prime Blake. Nobody else.
Right.
Like, that is just special right there, man. And I mean, he's had some bad plays, he's had some good plays, but this kid gonna be special. I believe in Sekous. We lucky to have him. Now we just gotta pair him with LaMelo so we can win some chips. Because whether y'all want to believe it or not, the Pistons is a story franchise, and we about winning chips. I know we ain't won chips in a while, but we gonna win a chip eventually. We just gotta build the team, and this is the start of that. You need Sekous, you need your point guard, you need your wing, you need your center. Christian Wood can fill out that wing role. Then you got shooters like Luke Kennard. You just need this point guard. But let me see. It wasn't a blocked attempt. Dude tried to take a charge. It don't matter. That's what I was saying. It don't matter if he tried to block it. He would still would have got posters. If he didn't try to take a charge, that highlight would have been much worse. Trust me, because there was nothing you could do. He was supposed to move out the way, but he wasn't given the chance to move out the way. Because most of the time when you see plays like that, they move out the way. But he didn't get a chance. Sekous didn't give him a chance to move out the way. He didn't have enough time. And instead of moving out the way, he tried to take a charge. That's what he tried to do. It's like, oh, I can't move out the way. I'm gonna try to take a charge. You should have just tried to like run. But of course, he's Tristan Thompson. He ain't gonna seem like no little girl out there. He's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna take this charge and got murdered. Now, if he tried to block it, he still would have got murdered. That's what I was saying. Like, he lucky he took the charge. Because then, like, he was like on SportsCenter, but he really would have been all over the league. Youngest player in the NBA murders Tristan Thompson on live TV. Like,
yeah.
Devin, says, I want to see Sekous bring the ball up the court. Yeah, me too. But look, man, we're going to get out of here. It's been fun. It's almost been 2 hours. It's a fun conversation, man. Shout out to all the people in the chat, all my Lions fans, all my Pistons and Red Wings and Michigan and Tigers and even Sparty fans, even though I don't like that. All the sports fans.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of y'all, man. This was great. You got anything left to say, OMG?
Yeah, man. Go check out my channel on YouTube. It's OMG's Lions Talk. I'll probably have a video drop later tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening. And the number one upset in recent history in Detroit is Tony Harrison over Jamel Charlo. Go watch that fight if you ain't watched it. If you want to see Detroit go through somebody real quick.
I was watching that fight.
Yeah. But that's it, man. It's OMG's Lions Talk.
All right, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's your boy 313JMO. Make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. And if you came in through the middle of the video, make sure you go back to when we were talking about Sekous and we was really wilding. Hey, man, I'm just excited because I know basketball and I know when a player is gonna be great. And I'm just like, we haven't had a great player in so long. Like, I'm just so excited, and I think he's gonna be great. I really do. As long as he's healthy, the sky's the limit for that kid.
Yeah.
It's about, with these players, everybody has potential. But it's about the drive and it's about, do you want to be great? That's what was showing me about Lonzo Ball. Of course, everyone want to talk smack, but Lonzo wanted to be great. He couldn't shoot. And he changed his shot in a damn month. How the hell do you do that? And now he's shooting 38% from three, making 7 threes in the game back to back. That's hard work. When a player shows me that they working hard and they improve, like Giannis, like Russ, even Victor Oladipo. It's a lot of players. Brandon Ingram. Our players want to be great, and I've even seen that from Christian Wood and even Luke Kennard. So, and I like that. But I think Stafford should have been higher on the top 10 list. But I like that he was getting enough respect to be on the top 10 quarterbacks going into 2020. He should be like 6 on that list. But shout out to everybody in the chat. It's your boy 313 J Mo. We out.